Hi friends, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good weekend. We're going to be doing these little book dangle things, like I showed you the other week that I'd done for my Bible. So we're going to do that today. So welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Hope Monday started well. I'm going to try and load this up today. It's Monday today. And try and get it loaded up the same day for you so you can see it tonight. I've just finished work. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, Monday afternoon. I started to get back into the swing of it now after the holidays. So we started going to the gym today, that was good fun. We were up at 5. I always get up early anyway, and my husband's always up in the morning that early anyway because he walks the dogs. I usually probably just have a bit of time with my Bible, have a cup of coffee and relax for the morning before I start work. But yeah, so I thought it's a waste of time just lying there in bed drinking coffee, isn't it really? I should be getting up and getting motivated. So we got up at 5 this morning. He walked the dogs. I just had a bit of Bible time with my broom. And then as soon as he was back with dogs, he wasn't out long. Although they had a good walk. He come back and went straight to the gym. Did about half an hour at the gym because I haven't been to a gym for about 8 years, 7, 8 years, something like that. So I thought, well, I'll take it easy because obviously I've a bad back and I've got bad hips. So I just did a bit on treadmill. I did about 25 minutes on treadmill, and then we did a few minutes just toning. So yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to getting up and going again tomorrow. Like I said, getting up that early isn't really the issue for me. I'm easily led into just not doing it. Like, oh, I can't be bothered today. That's what I'm like. So I'm hoping I can stay motivated. Losing weight's a motivation, isn't it? I've lost 6 pounds last week. Just having me after work cuppa. So I hope you're all well. I want to know what you've been up to. What you've been doing. I've got a few projects I want to get done with you soon. So I just thought, well, I'll start this week off with a book dangle because we did a jewellery one last time, didn't we? So I thought, well, we'll do a fabric one now with scraps of fabric. So if you don't have anything like this, which is sari silk, scraps of sari silk, which are very, very, very cheap to buy on eBay. People who make, the companies that make saris and things, beautiful Indian saris are gorgeous. With the scraps and the leftovers, they just sell them as scraps. I think it's ace because it stops it going into landfill and it gives us crafters something, to make really nice things with. So I love these sari silks. I got this bag. I mean, this isn't the whole bundle because I've used quite a lot of it, but I got this whole in a bag years ago. Literally, I think it was about £3, £3.50, something like that, free delivery. And yeah, absolutely awesome. So I'm just using some scraps of fabric. If you don't have anything like this, but you've got some leftover fabric from a project, like I've got my scrap bundle, just tear some strips of fabric up. That's all you need to do. It'll be the same effect. I don't even know. I think I'm just going to do a multicoloured one today. I don't think I'm going to stick to a certain colour. So I'll move the camera down and you can see what I'm doing. I've also got some like Rick Rack. So I might put some Rick Rack in. Don't know what colour yet. See what it starts looking like. This is my bag of Rick Rack that I use for all sorts of projects. It's one of my favourite craft items is Rick Rack. I've just got some scrap leftover ribbon, and I actually think this was from a present. It was like around some flowers or a Mother's Day box or something. So this is from a gift that I saved. That's just the last that's left over from a reel that was like £1. I've got some of these little bits of leftover stuff as well I can just add to, and I usually use these in my journals, you know, when I'm doing like memory books and like photo album type things. So I can add some of that to it, because that's just... And then my favourite thing of all, which I think most households have, is leftover scraps of wool. Even if you're not a knitter yourself, I'm sure great Auntie Edna or Grandma or somebody used to do some knitting where you've probably got a bag of leftover scraps of wool. So what I do with my scraps is I save them and I put them in a bag. And then when I'm making things, if I'm making like a toy, a stuffed toy for the grandchildren, I'll use this as the stuffing as well as normal toy stuffing, so that I'm not using as much toy stuffing and it lasts longer. So we could probably get some scrap wool out of that as well for the book dangle. I mean, you don't have to use it on a book. You could use it on anything, really. Anything. You could put it on your handbag. You could make a smaller one for your purse. Seriously, anything. So I'll move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. And then I've also got, you know, the beads that I was doing the other week. I've got some beads in case I want to put some on the top or the bottom, just to decorate it a little bit. I haven't decided what I'm going to fully do with that, so I'll just move the camera down a little bit. See what I'm doing. So yeah, I did really well last week. I was trying to get my steps in every week, and I was really watching what I was eating. I was loving what I was eating as well. So I don't know how long I want to do this, guys. How long do I want to do it? Not too long, do I? Not too long, because it's going to be halved, isn't it? It's going to be about that long, so that should be enough for a book dangle. It's probably too long, is that actually? I might do a shorter one. Yeah, I think I'll do a shorter one. So I couldn't possibly tell you because I've not got my tape measure with me. You will do it as long or as short as you want to. So I might get a blue one as well, because I think orange and blue go really nice together. I can't find the end though. Let's have a look. There we go. So try and get them about the same if you can. So I've got a couple of sari silks there. Get that out of the way. And then some rick-rack. I think I might use a bright yellow just to lift it a little bit, or even the light pink maybe. What do you think? Really yellow. Let's make it look really garish. So we're just cutting lots of scraps up. Scrap fabric, scrap ribbons, rick-rack, wool, whatever you've got, lace. You've got some leftover craft lace like I have here. Get some of that in as well, just to add a bit more to it. Ooh, there we go. And ooh, I like that colour. That's like a really pale pink. I don't know if you're picking it up on the camera. So I'll just cut a bit of that off as well. So we can add that into it. Roughly, I mean, it's not exact, but it's roughly the same length. That's not because it's stretchy, but it'll be fine. It'll all be good. So get them out of the way. I've just got some leftover, like shiny rick-rack that I got from another project years ago. Because I've had a lot of this for years and years and years. So half of the projects, I can't remember what they were for. So just laying them all out now. Let's see what we've got in the... Oh, I don't think I've got much that's long enough in here. Because like I say, I use this for stuffing. But... And it's all knotted and tangled as well. So get some wool in there. I don't know what that dog's doing, but he's making a right noise. I hope you can't hear him in the background. I think he's found something in the carpet and he's trying to lick it out. Oof. Dirty dogs, aren't they? Some more scrap ribbon there, so I'll pop that in. It's about the right length. Probably. That's just going to want to curl up, isn't it? Be fine. It'll be fine. This is quite interesting. Some of the baby blanket wool. Bertie? Wait, dog. Bertie, stop it. Sorry about that, guys. I hope you couldn't hear that. It sounded awful. Grotty dog. I think somebody's probably spilt something on the carpet and not told me. But the problem is when Bertie finds something like that, he actually chews all the fabric out of it, you know, like the tufts. It's demolished my last carpet. I had to rip the carpet up and just put laminate down and lay a rug down, but he's at the rug now. He's high maintenance, is that dog, guys? High maintenance. Oh yes, so I'll tell you a little tale from yesterday. Oh my days, nothing straightforward for me, guys. Nothing. I can't just go to a gym, sign up and start. There always has to be a drama. Somebody always has to make a drama. It drives me up the flipping wall, it does. So yesterday, we'd been to church and we'd come home and had a really lovely lunch. We'd had like a pasta salad thing that was really, really enjoyable with something, what was it, prawns or something, I can't remember, but it was lovely, lovely, lovely. Garlic prawns, I think. Oh, it was yum. And we had a really nice lunch. It was just, we were having a nice day. It was just a nice, nice day. And we had made a decision that we were going to start going to the gym again because it's something we used to do together years ago and really enjoy it. When my husband lived near a gym, we used to go every day. Well, he used to go every day and I used to go whenever I was over there visiting him. And we just used to have a fabulous time. We used to really, really enjoy going to the gym. So we decided, that gym's in a different town and it's a little bit further away now, so from where we are. So I need to go somewhere that's very, very local so that I can just rush there in the morning, do my workout and then get home in time for work because I start work at 7:30. So I was like, we need somewhere really, really local. And the gym we used to go to is just a little bit too far for me to get, you know, a good workout and get back in time. So yeah, we know of a gym that's like just 5 minutes from our house in the car, but it's 5 minutes drive. 5-6 minutes drive. So we said we'll try there because we've heard some really, really good reports about this gym and people that go there really love it and the guys that run it are really, really sweet, really nice and really caring people, you know, care about the customers kind of thing. So we decided give it a go. We'd try there. I would rather use local businesses than a bit more in these big gyms that are, you know, very corporate and all over the country and owned by really, like, you know, well-known sports providers, you know, like the sports wear providers. They own a lot of big gyms around here and sports wear shops are massive around here for owning gyms. And it's all well and good and they all, you know, they're all fabulous and all that, but they're very big corporations and I do want to give them, if I'm going to pay for something, I prefer to support a local business if I can. And yeah, so we went to this local business and we turned up and there was no adults about. There was this kid on desk. When I say kid, he was like secondary school age, but he was young secondary school. Secondary school, if you're watching from America, sorry guys, secondary school goes from 11 to 16. So we have primary school, so you've got like infants and primary that's usually joined, that's 4 to 11. And then in September, when you're 11, in that year, before September, you then move up to secondary school and you're there till you're 16, so it's 11 to 16 year olds. Then you go from 16, go to sixth form till you're 18 or college, and then when you're 18 roughly you go to university then till you're 21, 22, depending on how long your course is. So that's kind of how it works in England. So when I say secondary school age, I mean 11 to 16. So he's in that age range but on the lower end. It's probably about 12, 13 years old maybe. So this lad's at the desk. And I'm like looking around for an adult and there was no adults to be seen. So my husband just said, oh, we just like wanted to inquire about joining the gym. So this young lad said, "Oh, right, yeah, I can sort that out for you. We'll fill a form out now for you." So he wrote it all down on a piece of paper, name, email, usual stuff that you fill in for a gym membership. And then he said, took my husband's details, took my details, and then he said to me, "And how are you paying today?" I said, "Oh, I'd like to pay with my card, please, my bank card." He went, "Oh, well, the card machine's not working." And I said, "Oh, okay." He said, "How much money do you have on you?" So I said, "Well, not enough to pay for 2 memberships." And he said, "Well, how much money have you got in your purse?" And I just went, "Not enough." I said, "It's all right, sweetheart, don't worry about it." I said, "We'll go home and do it online if your card machine's not working." I said, "We didn't know that, you know, when we first came in." And he just went, "Well, you have completely wasted my time." This lad. So I just like looked at him and I went, "Okay, I'm sorry. You didn't tell me the card machine wasn't working. I wasn't to know that, sweetheart." I said, "I'm sorry if I've upset you, but I can't pay with cash. I have to pay with card, so I'll do it online when I go home." "Well, that's just been a waste of my time then, hasn't it?" Proper told me off. So my husband said, "Excuse me, can I speak to the owner?" And he went, "I am the owner." He's 12, 13 is this kid. So my husband said, "Well, I'll tell you what then, mate." He said, "As the owner," he said, "let me tell you." He said, because he knew he wasn't. He was just like, you know, "You've just lost 2 customers and there's going to be a complaint put in." He said, "So if you are the owner, which I know you're not, this needs sorting out." He said, "So you need to speak to the owner and tell him, because I'm going to be complaining." So I'm thinking to myself, I wasn't mad at him for being horrible with us. I was mad that whoever owned it had left this kid on a desk on his own, because he was a child. He couldn't handle it. "Bertie, stop it!" Sorry about that, guys. So we got home and we were a bit gobsmacked. And we were like, "I can't believe he's just shouting at me because his card machine's not working." But he kept going on at me. He asked me 3 times altogether, "How much money have you got? How much money is in your purse?" Like that to me. I'm like, "I'm not telling you. Not enough." So we come home and we were like really befuddled. And I thought, I didn't really want to go to any of the gym round here because they're all big corporate businesses. So they're all like these gyms where they're everywhere all over the country kind of thing. And I really liked the idea of going to that local gym that's, you know. So I messaged this business and I said, "Look, I'm quite surprised and shocked at what's just happened." And they got back to me straight away. "I'm really sorry, what happened?" So I told him. So we got this massive, really lovely message from him apologising and would we go and talk to him, and he was really sorry, and he explained that the boy on the counter has autism and he wasn't meant to be on the counter. He was meant to be in the gym with his dad, with his uncle on the bikes, but I think his uncle was busy doing something, I can't remember, and the dad was actually giving a private training session to somebody. He's a fitness trainer, and he was actually giving somebody a training session at the time we walked in. It was just bad timing. He's like, "Oops," he's like, "I'm really sorry. Will you please accept my apologies? Please forgive me. Please forgive us. So, you know, come and talk to us. Come and see us." So I thought, well, that was a really nice message that he sent, and you could tell it was genuine, really genuine. So I thought, because I'd already put on my Facebook page for people, like, I can't believe this has just happened, you know, has anybody else had any experience kind of thing? And other people were like, "No, that's really unusual, is that? We love that gym," and, you know, getting really positive feedback. So I thought, perhaps it's just unlucky then. So I said I was really looking forward to joining. I'm really a bit upset about it, really. It had got to me a little bit, even though the kid hadn't got to me. It was the fact that he'd been left on his own at the counter. And I thought, what kind of gym is that if they're doing that sort of thing? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? So before we went to Bible study last night, we nipped in the gym. And we said, like, we've come to talk to you about what's happened. And they were, oh, just so lovely. Such really lovely people. Really genuine as well. Family run business. And he knows, actually, one of the guys we realised knows my husband from when they both used to work at the gym in a different town. And my husband used to work at this other gym and he used to use that gym. So it was an old friend. It turned out to be an old friend in the end. Who'd have known? Who would have known? So we said, look, let's just draw a line under it. Please don't tell the boy off. He's clearly just, it's one of those things. And I was making excuses up for him. Oh, he was just trying to be businesslike. He was just trying to do this and he was just trying to do that. He was just trying to make sure we signed up. You know, making excuses up for him so he didn't get into too much trouble. I said, but you know, I was worried because I thought you'd left him on his own. I said that's what bothered me, this little kid on the counter kind of thing. I said, when my husband asked for the owner, he's like, I am the owner. Bless him. I said, in his heart, he will be, won't he, if his family owned. I said, in his own mind, he will own the gym, won't he? And he's like, I don't care. No, he's in trouble. I'm not having it. Not having my customers treated like this. So it was like, no, please don't be too hard on him. You know, give him a hug from me. So all was well. We joined the gym and we started this morning and we got a really nice, everybody gets a really wonderful welcome when you go. It wasn't just us. A few of us all turned up at the same time. So, and you could hear him say to everybody, oh, it's really nice to see you. Hi, how are you? Have you had a good weekend? And, you know, really lovely people. So I'm glad we did go back to speak to him. And I'm glad that I removed my post on Facebook in case people were like, well, I'm not going there then, because I don't want to lose them any custom. So I'm like, no, everything's good now. Everything's good. And it's all been sorted. They've put it right and everything. So we're gonna give him a go, you know. And I'm glad we did. We had a really good time this morning at the gym. It was fantastic. So yeah, we're going back again tomorrow. We're gonna try and go during the week, Monday to Friday if we can, and then have a break at the weekend so we're not doing too much. So yeah, £6 lost already. I think that's pretty good. I'm aiming to try and lose a couple of pounds every week. Ideally, £6 is a lot to lose in 1 week, although you do kind of start off losing a lot at first, don't you? And then it just sort of tails off. So I don't want to be losing £6 every week, but for my first week, I was really chuffed at that. I was really chuffed I'd lost £6 because I didn't think I'd lost anything, to be fair. So yeah, that was my drama from yesterday. Goodness gracious, what a carry on. So I'm just going to cut a length of wool. So all I've done is I've folded this in half now, like so. And just at the halfway mark, I'm just going to tie. Yeah, I want it there. I'm just going to tie it to keep it together first of all. So that will get a double knot in opposite directions to keep it more secure. Oh, you can't see, can you? Sorry, guys. Tie a knot in the middle like that. So I've gone one way and then I've gone the other because it makes the knot more secure. So I've tied it one way, tied it another. So I'll try it this way now. There we go. So that's that. I'm going to just let that dangle down and I will cut it at the end. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down a little bit there, about from my first knuckle to the end of my finger, from the end there, and I'm going to start wrapping the wool round, and I would probably say at least 12 times if you can. Okay, just to make it really, really, really secure. Dog, stop it. Sorry guys, he's making these disgusting noises in the background. Right, it's tight, nice and tight. And we'll try the opposite way around to keep it secure. It's called a square knot or something, I think. There we go. I'll probably try and just, with a large-eyed needle, you know, like a bodkin type needle, I will just feed that in and hide it in the middle rather than cut it off. And I'll do the same with this. So then what you're going to do, my glasses on, is you could, if you wanted to, oh, I've lost the middle bit now, because I usually have my bodkin on my yarn needle, a large-eyed needle, which I forgot to bring downstairs with me. Just feeding that wool back through there, like so. And then we're going to try and tie this up here. So what I might do is, just bear with me, sorry, I'm just going to tie that first. There we go. That will get fed down and you won't see it. It'll get sort of tucked in with a needle. So what you would do now, which I can't properly show you because I've got no large-eyed needles with me, typical, is you'd feed, oh I have, sorry guys, I have, there's one right here. I don't think that's actually large enough, bear with. Just trying to find one that you could get the yarn through that will actually fit through a bead as well. There we go. So it's a bit thick, that wool, but we'll manage. So all I'm going to do is pop a couple of beads on, just to decorate it and make it look pretty. So I think we'll have one of those. You just see, sorry what I'm doing. There you go. And then another one of those on the top, like so. So you've got that there. And then what you can actually do is feed it back through the second and the third to secure it. Or you can just feed both through and tie a knot on the top. It really is up to you. And because it's only for a book, it's only a dangle for a book, it really doesn't matter. I think the scrappier, the better, because it gives it character, guys. Absolutely fantastic. So what I shall do, if I can manage, is pop this back through here now. I like things to look really scrappy and scruffy. I really do. I think perfection sometimes loses its character. So that, well, that's my excuse anyway. I'm sticking to it. So all you're going to do is bring those beads down there like that, and that can be hooked onto anything. Then you could put a little lobster claw on there, or a key ring. You could put anything you wanted. So I'm just going to give that a secure knot there, and like I said, I'll get my needle and I'll feed it in there so you don't see it. And that, my friends, is your lovely little buck dangle. Isn't that sweet? Lots of different colours in there, all sorts. And you could, if you wanted to, pop some, in fact, just for this video, I would normally thread that through, but just for this video, I'll just cut it off now. Really doesn't matter too much. You could just have that at the top, couldn't you? Like that. I just think that looks really sweet. But then what I do at this end, you could leave them all different lengths to add a bit more interest if you wanted to. Or you could just cut at these ends here. You could do it straight across or at an angle. It really doesn't matter. And then there's your book dangle. And you just pop that in your book. What I did with my Bible was I got this top bit here, and I got some extra strong sticky tape, like the red liner tape that crafters use. I put it inside the spine, and then I pushed this in and pressed it in to keep it in the Bible. So that's what I did with my last one. So that's how, there's other methods to use, you know, Google it and just have a look at different methods. But that's the method I tend to use because it's the easiest and the quickest. And then you can make them for gifts if you want. I make bookmarks for gifts. Whichever. It's whatever you fancy doing, my friends. But I just love these. And like, because there's a loop at the top now, I could just add like a keyring hook to this or a lobster claw to this and use it for other purposes. Like I said, tie it to my handbag. Make another one for your purse, whichever. I tend to do the jewellery ones for handbags and purses, but you can make these as well because I just find them so interesting. So you could put them in your journals. If you make journals, which you know, like scrap journals, junk journals, anything like that, these are really good to add to these junk journals for interest. I just love them. They're just fun projects. Really good way to use your scraps up and make something pretty. That's it for now, folks. So yeah, that's my Monday, my weekend drama, gym drama, and my Monday. Getting back to reality now. So I don't feel like I've been away. Lost my tan already, gone pale. My friend at church yesterday said, well, you're not very Tenerife, are you? And I said, no, lost it all. I do lose it within a few days of coming back. I lose my tan very quickly. But the guy at the gym yesterday said to me, it's worth going on the sun showers once a week. He said, because when you're exercising more, he said, he gets like back rashes. I do. I get rashes on my back. You know, like horrible sweat rashes. They're disgusting, aren't they? And he gets them, and he says if he goes on sun shower once a week, it helps his skin. So I might go on a Saturday morning just to go on a sun shower. I might do. So yeah, that's it, friends. That's all I've got for you today. I hope the weather's nice where you are, because it's raining, windy, mixture of everything today here. We've had sun, wind, rain, and now it's just overcast now. I don't think it knows what it wants to do. So yeah, I will love you and leave you, and I will try and get another video out this week for you. It might be a cooking one. I'm just doing couscous tonight with salad. And do you know the chicken and bacon salad I did with you last week? I'm just doing that, but I'm doing it with couscous instead of pasta, because it's better for you, isn't it? I have couscous or buckwheat, whatever I've got in the kitchen. And it's easy, isn't it? You just put boiling water on it. So that's all I'm doing tonight, folks. Same as last week, but just with couscous. So there was no point me doing a cooking video with you today, because you saw that last week. Same thing. So that's it for now, friends. I hope you're well. I missed you, and I didn't manage to get another video out last week too, you did I? So I will try harder this week. So for now, I will say goodbye, God bless, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now, friends.